boy. We survived outside all from the music. Turn his TV off. And with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, shit I seen, send them off. Take a risk and take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the nicknames. They young chili up. Yeah, I did that. They blacked out. They act out. Yeah, I did that.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 20. Five-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set. Wide 80. One.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Set. Homie trips right. Set.
Here's Herbert. Complete downfield to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Chargers have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Looking deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
Lion. Hey, Ray. Ready.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Go. Set. 12. Ready. Go.
Now it's Herbert. And this is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Set.
To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. and the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Dolphins 0.
Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wright's got it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Dolphins.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to Wright. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, we know he can run the football, too, but he's a good pass catcher. And that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
4th down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We're moving right to veteran and continue from there.
Defensively, Puma forward with a tackle there.
3-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow.
Waddle, the motion man right. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Waddle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring out the 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
In motion, Hill.
Black 40. Slide blue. Set.
Right. Is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Does it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Go.
Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
52 blue. Bill green. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Chad Riley now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Maybe only rapping pay the bills. Now I'm finished, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play out.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Drews. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deion Henley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from
touchdown Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 17. Dolphins 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
To a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich and deep,
the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
50 ready.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Second. Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Wide open. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Strike 2.
2nd and 3. Incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Powers through it. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
21.
Here's Herbert. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
1-yard line.
Lion.
Herbert now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Ladd McConkey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
35-yard line.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers into formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
380. Crowd right. Hey, Ram, let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. So left side, it's complete. Out of bounds, right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Herbert off of play action. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready? Ready? Ready?
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
You put the chicken lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring the best.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll give this to Wright, running right. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Hill. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4.
Set, hut, ready?
A give up the middle to right. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
10 cycles.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to right. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll try and do this himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Travel like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then ball in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the monkey pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observations here, Parker, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get it to the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
On the set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Set. Ready.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And the tight end goes in motion left. 2nd and 5. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he's fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Yellow. Green jack.
They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
50, green.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
32.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready?
Back to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Wright, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
To kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Lion.
Herbert now to throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, you got 52 points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drive any like that one. 2nd down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete to Wright. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
38.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Brings up
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Black 80, black.
Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 61 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon